Hi, everyone. Sorry
Oh,
about that.
wow.
Hey, Freddy boy, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I guess gifted sub to yourself. Boom. Hi, everyone. Sorry we're a little bit late. Right as we were about to go live, I realized that Jerry was in Fred's spot and Fred was in Jerry's spot. So we kind of had to flip things around, go to new call, and get ourselves all queued up. This is a wonderful question, Northy. That is Pog W, the newest and greatest Hilo Vids emote of all time to fill one of my animated slots. So if anything, if anything Pog W happens, you gotta throw that bad boy out there. Welcome. So this is hilotrivs. You guys should know what's going on by now. But in the event that you don't, I'm going to give myself give you all a little bit of an introduction. This is, of course, still written out, so it'll probably sound a little bit candid. That's because it is just a schmidge. I'm your host, and for today's game, I'm going to first explain the rules, and then I'm going to pass it off to our contestants so that they can introduce themselves. You probably know most of these faces here, but in the event that you don't, we will give them the opportunity to say something about themselves. So, what is hilotrivs? This is our Jeopardy-style game show where we're going to be going across two trivia boards and answering questions custom-tailored by our team here at Hilo Vids for you contestants and the audience. So we have put together a wonderful set of categories, 10 categories, and 50 questions overall. For just a good old time. Hidden among these two boards are going to be two daily dandy questions, which our contestants will have the opportunity to wager their points in the hopes to get ahead. As well, there's going to be a secret theme that runs throughout these two trivia boards, and at the end, right before we go into our what do we call it? The Dandy Decider. That's our final question. We're going to give the contestants the opportunity to guess what they think the secret theme was. And that will not only give them a little bit of insight into what the final question is going to be, as well as give them some extra points moving forward. So that also gives you a little bit of insight about the Dandy Decider. That is going to be a write-in question where our contestants will have time to think about and provide an answer to the final question. But notice here, right now, so in addition to our 4 contestants competing, you, as chat, will also be able to compete against our contestants as we go through our questions live. So, whenever contestants opens up the board, opens up a question, I'm going to give it a few seconds for lag in chat to catch up, and then I'm going to start reading. If you know the answer in chat, please use your channel points to redeem your own submission for the answer. And then the first one that I get from chat will be counted as chat's official answer. And if you get it correct, I will give you guys points. And if you get it wrong, you will lose points, just like in Jeopardy! And just like last week, we're going to continue the theme that we went with last time, and we will be giving our contestants, we will be giving them lifelines. So one time per board instead of per game, our contestants can, if they have control of the board, they can say, I want to use my lifeline, and that will allow them to read chat during the duration of the next question. So typically you want to save them for the more difficult questions or in categories that you might not know the answer for. So please either help or hinder our contestants here as they use those. And generally speaking, that is about it. But you're not here to hear me ramble. You are here to listen to these beautiful contestants. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and let's go ahead and start with Nonstop Dives.
All right, start with me. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Nonstop Dives, as I kind of fade in and out of existence on my green screen. I am a kind of occasional streamer. I built a new PC recently and haven't installed OBS or anything, so I have to kind of catch up on that. But yeah, you'll catch me around in chat. I lurk a lot, so yeah.
Excellent.
Hopefully I win.
You will. You will. You will. I believe in you, Fred. If I'm taking side bets, I got my money on Fred. Let's go ahead. Thank you, Fred, to Chet McLovin. Let's go counterclockwise today. I don't
Hey
know where we're gonna
everybody,
go.
I'm Chet McLovin, Chet, whatever you want to call me. I stream on Thursday nights and then any other night that I kind of feel up to streaming before whoever scheduled that day is to stream. I got my crown from last week. I'm still the champion, so we're going to hope to bring that home again today. And hopefully by next stream we'll have some sort of affiliate. We'll see.
We're getting them there. And not to sort of put some intimidation into the eyes of our contestants here, but Chet has won 50%, over 50%. Chet has won 66.666666 repeating percent of the games that we've held here today. So you better watch out. Thank you, Chet. Let's go up to Jerry Wave, who's now in the top right corner.
Hello, everyone. It's Jerry Wave, your favorite 24/7, 365 full-time streamer here with the rest of my lovely favorite streamers and friends.
You're my favorite.
My favorite. Trying to think. I got a crisp spindrift. I'm ready to party. Let's get this going. I got a good one in store for you.
We definitely do. Thank you so much, Jerry. And last but not least, let's go to Clockwork Olive. Hi, Olive.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's me. I'm Olive. I'm a writer and a teacher and a part-time streamer. Tuesday nights is my current time. And I don't think I've ever come out of one of these games with more than 0 points. So we go big or go home, and I've usually gone home. And I'm very excited to be here today.
Big gambles, big fun. Clockwork Olive.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Olive. As tradition for hilotrivs, I typically ask our contestants for points to start off with. I ask them to bring in something. Sometimes this will be like a physical item. Sometimes this might be answers to a question that I've proposed to them before the stream has started. But today, we are oh so very sorry. Because we missed a week. And how horrible is this? We pushed hilotrivs back a week from last week to now. And we want to apologize for this. So what I've done last week, I have reached out to our 4 contestants, and I've asked them to bring in, to record and prepare their best YouTuber apology video. I sort of gave them free rein to talk about whatever they want to apologize for. I haven't really seen these videos yet. You can see Chet chuckling even though he's muted. We are very excited about all of these, and we'd like to show them to you now. So, does anybody particularly want to start with their video?
Oh,
I'll go ahead and hey, thank you so much, North E. Let's go ahead. I'll switch over to that scene. Does anybody want to start?
We could probably go on the way we introduced.
Okay, bet. So here we all are, and let's go ahead.
Yeah, that's right, Fred. You go on first.
Let's go ahead and start with Fred's. So I'm gonna mute myself. We're just gonna let these play out.
Hey everyone, it's your boy, Nonstop Dives here. Making this apology video about sorry that I haven't been able to overcome my gotcha game mobile addiction. It's just how it's been. Got to keep that grind going. Haha, nonstop. I just want to say I'm sorry. You know how it is. Got to keep that grind going, gamers. Just wanted to say that I'm sorry. Sorry about not giving a fuck. Hey everyone, it's your boy, Nonstop Dives here. Making this apology video about sorry that I haven't been able to overcome my gotcha game mobile addiction.
Wow. The best part about this is, one, that you can't see our faces, but that I can also see all of our contestants' faces, and behind the scenes, they are dying. So thank you, Fred, for submitting this. Let's go to, right after Fred, we went to Chet. So, Chetty boy, let's go ahead and showcase your apology video.
Hey everyone, I've made a great mistake. This time I apologize. But first, to hear from our sponsor for today's video, Raid Shadow Legends.
Get ready to raid. Explore and fight. Choose your champions. Defeat bosses. Win PvP battles. Raid Shadow Legends.
Thank you, Raid, for the sponsor for today's video. Now back to it. Look, you all know Jerry and I have been friends for a long time. And it's time I come clean about something. When Jerry and I were first becoming friends, you know, back a long time ago, we played a lot of video games on the internet. One of those games I happened to purchase, you might have heard of it, called Daisy. Now, I told Jerry, hey, buy this game, it's really good. After Jerry purchased the video game, I never played it again. Jerry, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Thank you all. and thank you, Ryan. Everybody, please go follow Chet McLovin if you haven't already. It is a nonstop good time over there. And we've seen nonstop dives. We've seen Chet McLovin. I think it is time to go to Jerry Wave. Everybody strap in.
Whew. Kind of nervous. I've never really known how to start one of these. I never thought I'd be on the other side of it. Anyways, I would like to apologize for something that happened recently, and I don't feel good about it. I don't expect forgiveness. On the night of March 15th, last week, I told a joke and people laughed. But the joke wasn't bad, you know, there was nothing wrong with it. I didn't say anything that would offend anybody. You know, it was just a funny joke, as far as I'm concerned. And I just want to apologize to my friends, my families, but more particularly, the group I'm apologizing to is the Dandy Boys, because one of the creeds, one of the covenants of being a Dandy Boy is that if we're funny, we're out. We can't be in there any longer. And I hate to say this, but I made a joke and people laughed and it was funny, and I feel the need to come clean about it. I truly did not expect it. I never expected that I would ever have the capabilities to do something like that. Um, it's it's bothered me so much that I can't even remember what I said. I don't even remember the joke that I made. Um, and that haunts me the most. That I can't figure out what even caused it to begin with. But um, yeah, I just felt the need to come clean about that. Um, it's that. It's Davis's Wi-Fi password. These are things that we know. Okay, these are things that we know as Dandy Boys to always remember. We can't be funny. We're not allowed to be funny, and we have to know when enough is enough. Okay, and I think it's time that I come clean. That I was funny. All right. Uh, I don't really know what else to say. I didn't write anything down. I didn't plan this. Um, Never in a million years did I think this was going to happen to me. So I guess let me serve as a kind of warning to not let it happen to you too. Um, yeah, I once again I'm sorry, and I just it doesn't feel right.
laid out for you all. If there is a star next to the category, that means it was submitted by a viewer from our community. And if you want to, as a viewer, if you want to submit a category for us to write out some hilotrivs questions for, all you gotta do is use your channel points to go ahead and grab one of those. So, in the meantime, start doing that in chat, and let's go through our 5 categories. So, number 1, we have Minecraft. This was submitted by Rylesman725. We have 5 Minecraft questions that have been pulled from all different corners of the earth. The second category is called Tag Libs. I'm going to give you a rap/producer tag, and there's going to be a blank, and I'm going to need you to fill in the blank. We have Food for Thought. Food for Thought is just general food trivia questions. All for Not. Seeing those quotes indicates to us that all of the answers are going to contain the letters N, A, U, and T in that order, somewhere in the answer. And then, another one of our user-submitted categories, we have Space Bugs. So these are going to be trivia questions about space bugs as they appear in different media, whether that's video games, movies, books, etc. Right? So, Fred, my boy, where would you like to start?
Let's jump into Minecraft for 300.
Minecraft for 300. All right. I gotta pull this stuff up. Okay. Minecraft for 300. Resetting the timers. Give it a few seconds for chat to catch up. And then the original name of villagers before they were known as villagers. Jerry.
What is testificates?
That is correct. Jerry, what are testificates? 300 points going to Jerry. And the board is yours. Where do you want to go?
All right, let's go all for naught for 100.
All right, all for naught for 100. Give it a few seconds for chat to catch up. A world-class 2D MOBA. It had a crossover with the first category. Jerry.
What is Awesome Knots?
That is correct. What is Awesome Knots? Jerry on a roll here today. It seems like he's been fueled by the fire of that apology video. Where do you want to go next, Jerry? You're just kind of bouncing.
Let's go Tag Libs for 100.
Tag Libs for 100. All right. Give it a few seconds. RGF. Jerry.
What is RGF Productions?
That is correct. So what is Productions? So as you can see, there's going to be a blank here, and fill in the blank from the producer tag. Congratulations, Jerry. And where to next? Blazing through the questions.
All right. Let's go for Space Bugs for 200.
Space Bugs for 200. You are looking for that dandy double. And my friend, you have found it. So, my friend Jerry, how many points do you want to wager here?
Oh, gosh. How many points do I have? I have 600. Let's just do 100 for now.
Just 100 points. All right. And for those in chat, this is just going to be a question for Jerry and yourself.
Hey, you said just 100 points. Let's do 200.
200 points. 200 points on the line. Jerry is feeling it today. Hey, Buzz! You must build additional pylons if you want to stop the rush of these enemies. Hey, Buzz. You must build additional pylons if you want to stop the rush of these enemies.
There's nothing special to this category besides like an answer, right?
Nope. Yeah, just spacey bugs.
Like a combo of things. What is Toy Story?
That is incorrect. I'm so sorry to say, Jerry. We are looking for space bugs. We are looking for a race of alien space bug, and the correct answer is, what are the Zerg, Jerry? What are the Zerg? We're talking.
That's right.
We're talking StarCraft, but you were pretty close in regards to getting.
I was trying to combine StarCraft
Toy
and
Story.
Toy Story, so I was like Toy craft.
Hey, we knock out
That's
the
why I asked if it was a combo.
knock out the dandy double early, but you still have control of the board. Where do you want to go?
Okay, let's avoid space bugs. I think we should go for food for thought for 100.
Food for thought for 100. Arthur Turner, pizzazz, and jazz are lesser known types of this fruit. Olivia.
What are apples?
That is correct. What are apples? Liv, putting you on the board with 100 points and giving you control of the board. Where do you want to go?
Let's keep going with food. Let's do food for 200.
Food for 200. All right. Give it a few seconds. And an open-faced sandwich lacks this on top. Jerry.
A bun?
That is correct. We're primarily looking for bread, but a bun will count. And you gained that. You gained those 200 points back from Toy Story. Where do you want to go next?
Let's keep going food for thought for 300.
Also, Woods, I agree. Toy craft is the Chad answer. Don't know what a toy craft is, but Jerry, where did you want to go? Food for 300?
Yes. Sorry, I was talking to Juju.
No worries. No worries. Are you getting help? Outside help from Juju?
No. She just said.
Sus. Thank you, Jerry. Food for thought for 300. Dutch for twisted cake, attributed to twisted donuts. Olive.
What is a cruller?
That is correct. What is a cruller? For 300 points. And you have control of the board. Where do you want to go?
Let's do space bugs for 100.
Space bugs for 100. All right, we are going back up to the top here. Spawn of the Gravemind, enemy of the Reclaimer. Fred. You're muted?
Muted.
I'm going to give it to you because I know you know it, but anyway, what is it?
What is the flood?
Yes, of course. That is correct. What is the flood? That is going to be 100 points for Fred, and the board is back to yours, Fred.
Yo, hit me with Spacebugs 300.
Spacebugs for 300. All right. The only real bug on this list, a microanimal known to exist in the most extreme conditions, like volcanoes, deep sea, and even outer space. Any ideas, friends?
Oh, I know I've heard of this.
You definitely
I
have.
would have known this
I've
back in like when I
definitely
took
heard of
You've
some
definitely
college
heard of it.
classes.
I gotta
It
get.
says pause champ. What?
I gotta pay Carter to come up with some good thinking music, because the only thing is like when none of us know it, it's just silence. But that is going to put us at time. The correct answer is, what are tardigrades? Tardigrades.
Oh, they have a cute name, don't they, too?
Tardigrades. That is their name.
I thought they had a
Thinking of
new
the water
name.
bears?
They're sea
Yes,
bears.
yes,
Or
that's
they're
it.
like
The
sea
sea
bears.
bears.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
That's
I was
what
like,
Water
I
bears,
think
sea
that's
bears.
their name, but I don't know their actual science.
Yes. A lot of these bugs are kind of difficult because most of them are like arthropods, which kind of fall into that insectish category, but not necessarily. So just give me the benefit of the doubt, and let's just say all arthropods are insects for today. But Fred, the board continues to be yours. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, let's go for Minecraft for 100.
Minecraft for 100. In math, you know it as 2 to the 6th, while in Minecraft, you know it as the size of a full stack of TNT. Fred.
What is 64?
That is correct. What is 64? 100 points for Fred. And where would you like to go?
Minecraft for 200.
All right, Minecraft for 200. Clearing up that nice little section there. Blocks Unite. Minecraft, along with this game, have accounted for nearly 400 million global sales. Fred.
What is Terraria?
That is incorrect. Ryan.
What is Tetris?
That is correct. Yes. What is Tetris? Terraria's up there. It's at Terraria was about 35-ish, 40 million copies, whereas Tetris is well over about 150 million. Yeah. So, Ryan, that puts you at 300, and Fred, that also puts you at 300. We have a very close game here so far. But Ryan, where do you want to go?
Go with Space Bugs for 4.
Space Bugs for 400. All right. Speaking of arthropods, I just mentioned it. Arthropods reanimated from tissue as a result of electromagnetic constructs known as markers. And also, I am noticing, Christian, you did get Tetris correct. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the points as well.
Did Carter also make this question?
Carter did not make... I made all of these questions. Not all of them. There are other categories, but all the space bug ones I came up with. 20 seconds left on the clock. I will say, Christian is correct. It is from Dead Space, if you guys know the enemies in Dead Space.
I was going to say, could I use my resource now?
A little too late for the resource.
Yeah.
But we are out of time. The correct answer are, what are necromorphs? So, arthropods, we have, what are the necromorphs? So, Ryan, where do you want to go?
Use Space Bugs for 5, and I'll use my lifeline.
Yeah, Space Bugs for 500. So chat, since Ryan has used his lifeline, be ready to give him a correct or incorrect answer in the event that he does not know it. All right. So, Space Bugs, 500. This indie musical follows the story of Bug, an insectoid who wants to be nothing more than a space ranger. It's one of my personal favorites.
You're in 10.
And Christian, don't you worry about the lack of Tyranids. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Don't you worry. Ryan?
Sure, I'm going to go with Maya here. What is Starship?
That is correct.
Yay!
Starship
Yay!
is the correct answer. It is performed by Star Kid, who is known for creating a Harry Potter musical, and so on and so forth. Yes. So what is Starship? Ryan, you...
We talking Cobra?
Yes, Cobra Starship. We're maintaining the board, and where do you want to go next?
Let's go all for naught for 2.
All for naught for 2. All right. A merciless, destructive force, mainly in red.
I think I missed. This is all awesome naughts questions, right?
No, they just, all the answers have not in them. You could say clunk here, and I'd probably give it to you. A merciless, destructive force, mainly in red. You might be overthinking about it if you're focusing on the latter half of the question. Or latter, yeah. Olive.
What is a juggernaut?
That is correct, yes. The reference mainly in red is to Red Juggernaut, a comic book character.
Oh.
So, Olive, 200 points for you, and control of the board. Where do you want to go?
All right, let's do tag libs for 200.
And chat, yes, you are killing it, and tag libs, you've got it. Blank, out of here. Jerry.
What is Wheezy out of here?
Who is Wheezy? Wheezy out of here is correct.
Space bar just whack.
You hear it from a mile away. That is going to be 200 points to Jer and control of the board. He's feeling in his bag today. He's ready to go. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go tag libs for 300.
I was expecting that. Tag libs for 300. We the best blank. Jerry.
What is we the best music?
That is correct. What is music?
I clicked it.
You got to grind. You got to hustle if you want to beat Jerry. He's ready. We also got music from chat, putting them at 1,600 points. Everybody's doing quite well today. Wonderful to see. Jerry, we just continuing? Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. DA got that blank. Jerry.
What is dope?
That is correct. Is Jerry going to sweep the category? Only time will tell. DA got that. Dope. Incredible, Jerry.
Let's go for 500.
500 to sweep the category. Think it's a blank.
Oh, not so fast now, are you?
Not so fast. Olivia.
Think it's a game.
That is
What a
correct.
game?
Think it's a game from.
Whose tag is
Can
that?
you tell us tell us an artist that the tag is represented on?
I honestly can't remember who the artist is, but I just have that in my brain.
I believe
That lives there rent free.
I believe it's Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, that sounds right.
For those who need to know. And Olive just absolutely rips the clear out of Jerry's hands, takes control of the board, and is looking
amazing.
good going into the end of this board. Olive, where do you want to go next?
I'm just thinking about how I got that, but not Heracles.
No Hercules, but think it's a game.
Okay, let's do food for thought for 400.
Food for thought for 400. All right. The name of this citrus lace, I believe that's supposed to, citrus lace works. Cocktail comes from a southeastern town on the tip of Cuba. The name of this citrus lace cocktail comes from a southeastern town on the tip of Cuba. Jerry.
What is a Cubano?
That is incorrect.
Oh, no, wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Never mind. The points are gone.
It's okay. Fred.
What is mojito?
That is also incorrect.
So, what is a screwdriver?
We have Mojito in chat. Sorry, chat, you are also incorrect. Let's see here. Who's that? Olivia.
Mojito is mint, right?
I think I'll guess too. What is a daiquiri?
That is correct. What is a daiquiri?
Whoa.
Yes, there is a town in southeast. Some sources said it was a town. Some sources said it was a district. I went with what I saw a little bit more, which was that it's a town. So in southeastern Cuba, there is Daiquiri, Cuba. All right, Olive. That puts you at 1,500. Ooh, I don't want to save that. Where do you want to go?
Let's finish out food for thought for 500.
Food for thought, 500. And you say who names the town Daiquiri, but it's who names the beverage after the town. So you gotta be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
The town was called Daiquiri first. And you said for 500?
Yes.
Food for thought. Okay. Elvers, unagi, anago, and angulas are all specific terms for this kind of sea creature. We have Jerry.
What is an eel?
That is correct. We have eels. Eels for 500. Jer, putting you up to 1,600 and just barely squeaking ahead of Olive. I knew you were a squeaker. Where do you want to go, Jerry?
I'm sorry, sir. I have to leave the game.
I've got to head out.
I'm feeling disrespected in the game. Let's go for all for naught for 300.
All for naught for 300. All right. Man, oh man, I wish we had a Just Awesome Knots category, but alas, it's not in the budget. Second place in the NASA acronym awards. Second place in the NASA acronym awards. Second place in the NASA acronym awards. trying to have a good pronunciation. Yeah, chat.
It's just astronaut.
That is not correct. That is N-A-U-T correct. But it was close. It was very close.
I just think I just know what it is. Oh, sad.
We have
Yep.
an answer in chat
I'm
for
sad.
cosmonaut. That is also incorrect. Sorry, chat. You're going to.
Well, I
You guys
thought
are
the
going to
second
kick
answer
yourselves
was-
when you hear it.
Is it awesome not?
Yeah, we're gonna be mad.
The
You kept
correct
saying
answer.
second place, so I was like, the second letter?
The second letter, which is aeronautics.
Oh.
So you are correct. It is the second one, but it is for aeronautics. So let's go back to the board, and I believe who is that? Jerry? Did you have control? Who
Yeah.
had
Oh,
control?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I control. Let's go for 400 then for all for naught.
400. All for naught for 400. All right. Everyone's favorite pelagic marine mollusk. It can also be found in the first category.
First category tag loops?
First category was Minecraft, Jerry. Jerry.
What is a squid?
That is incorrect, nor does it contain not.
Oh my god. Oh.
Fred.
I want to leave, sir. I want to leave.
Fred, what you got?
There's only one thing. What is Nautilus?
That is correct. What is a nautilus?
Big brain.
Yes.
What is a squid knot? And yes, I've got you covered, chat.
Squiddy
No
knot.
worries. I try not to reveal that you guys have the right answer until after the fact. But yes, Nautilus. That is correct. Fred, where do you want to go? You've got 3 questions.
Let me do Minecraft for 500 and use my lifeline.
Okay, Minecraft for 500, and chat, get ready to help Fred out. This is a wonderful time to use that. You could stage a comeback here right before the end. Minecraft for 500. While Diggy Diggy Hole came out in 2011, I'm so sorry, Olive, you could not escape this. It saw a recent revival when this dwarven metal band released a cover of this song.
I listened to this song so much.
So while Diggy Diggy Hole came out in 2011, it saw a recent revival when this dwarven metal band released a cover of the song.
You would think that it would be burned into my head through loathing.
We are looking for who did the cover.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with who are Windrose? Lucas's answer.
Got to buzz in.
Yeah, buzz into.
Oh, do I have to?
Chet!
Windrose.
That is correct. I'm not.
That was disrespectful.
Oh my goodness.
That was dirty.
Oh.
Someone clip that!
Another round of
Oh
apology
my-
videos next week.
I'm so sorry.
Brian's gonna have to find a new Weiss Schwartz partner for the next few months.
Oh my goodness. And chat, you also got it correct. I'm gonna give Fred 250 for half of the points for giving that, and I'm gonna give Chet half of the points for the absolutely brutal steal. So
I saw he didn't clock in. And I was like, I'll just give it to him, right? And then you didn't say anything.
I was just like, well, who's gonna
Space
clock
Bar of the
in?
West.
Oh my goodness. Ryan, the board is yours. Where do you want to go?
Go with all for naught.
All for naught for 500. All right. 6,076.12 feet to one of these.
Or not.
Fred,
Let's try it. What is a nautical mile?
that is correct. What is a nautical mile? Never give up, Fred. You are certainly still in it, and you have the final question of the board. Sherry, that is also correct, bringing up Chat's score to 2,300. Chat, you are doing excellent, and we've barely missed any. I'm feeling proud about this. We've had a few incorrect guesses, but we've pretty much gotten every single question on the board. So let's go
Sweet.
ahead and round it out for Minecraft for 400, except wind rose. Blue ice occurs when snow is consumed and compressed by this inanimate ice structure. Blue ice occurs when snow is consumed and compressed by this inanimate ice structure. And I'm looking for a fairly specific word here. One that you will all know, but I am looking for one word in particular.
Hey, Fred, you buzzed in.
Yeah.
Oh, Fred did buzz in. I'm so sorry. Fred,
Okay.
I didn't hear the noise.
Yeah. What is glacier?
That is correct. What is a glacier, or what are glaciers? And Amber, I see you've also gotten that. And would you look at that? Wow, in the final moments here, we have a very, very, very close game. Almost certainly the closest going into the second round here. In fourth place, we have Chet McLovin with 750 points. We don't know how many of those should be taken. Then we have Clockwork Olive for 1,500 points, which is a very respectable score, and only 50 points behind Nonstop Dives with 1,550. And then who's only 50 points behind Jerry Wave with 1,600.
Hey, this is close.
So it's going to be a very close game moving into the second board. And before we get to that, we will be right back. We blew through that. That was like lightning.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of the quickest hilotrivs in the history of the world. But we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We will be back at 9 o'clock, and we'll be joining. We'll be coming back together for my halftime question, and then the second board. It's going really fast, Christian. It's going really, really fast. So we'll be.
That 6-minute apology took a while. We had to make up for
Yeah,
it.
honestly, this stream has been 10% apology and 90% questions. We'll return. Adios. Yes, my mic is on. Yours isn't on though. Can I give an out of context question? Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Hi everyone. We're back. You didn't see any of that. You didn't hear any of that. There were no secret conversations being held while you were gone. As we're all here, we're going to give ourselves a nice little halftime show for you all. Another question to sort of break the monotony of just endless trivia questions. And then we'll go into 5 new categories. The 5 final categories right before we get into our Dandy Decider, our final question, our ultimate question for this afternoon. So, how's everybody feeling? Very close game. Very proud of you all for getting so many of these correct and keeping it so close. There hasn't been a runaway yet, and of course, moving into the second board, everything is going to be doubled, so you guys will still have plenty of opportunities to grab more points, catch up, get over everybody. I, too, also grabbed a water, so thank you, Chet, for reminding us all to hydrate. Keep lots of water flowing through the system, right? But let's go ahead and get into our halftime show. So, was I lazy with this? Was I weird with this? Only time will tell. My question for you all is very similar to the last one I asked. Because Pi Day was this week, I'm going to be asking a bit of a... I need you guys to put me in your own minds and guide me through your answer here. Give me a little bit of a story behind this. So let's say that you are an animate cherry. You're an animate cherry, right? You've been brought to life as a cherry. And, well, actually, it doesn't have to just be a cherry. You are a fruit that has been brought to life. And you're about to be placed inside of a pie. Your owner does not know this yet, and you are about to be thrown into the pie and covered up by the doughy lattice, never to be seen again, thrust into the oven. But before you go in, you have one sound that you can make to cry out. You have one sound that you can make to cry out to the owner who is about to place you inside of this pie in an attempt for them to realize that there is an animate object somewhere in their pie. So my question to you all is, what type of fruit are you, and what is the noise you are making to get the man to take you out of the pie? We're going to go in a descending order, like always. So we're going to start with... Am I going to do this correctly? I said descending order. So we're going to start with Jerry Wave. Boom. All right, there we go. We started at the top. Jerry Wave. What fruit are you, and what noise are you going to be making?
I'm inside of a pie, or I'm going into one, correct?
Right now, you're inside of a pie.
Okay.
What's going through your head?
I mean, I'm frazzled. I'm razzled. I'm raspberry.
Respectable.
I had to go into a rap there.
Jerry Freestyle has been redeemed in chat.
And I'm screaming, but because of my... I don't know how to say this properly without being gross. My texture that I have as a raspberry, Okay. My ridged or rippled body, I guess, provides a lot of echo. So I'm like, please help me!
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But then they get really confused because they're like, why am I throwing a raspberry into a pie? What kind of pie is this? So then they take me out because who would want a raspberry to ruin their pie? Thank you.
This is like some weird slam poetry. Thank you, Jerry. Let's go ahead. So now from 1,600 points, let's go to 1,550. Fred, what about you? What are you? Walk me through this process.
I'd be a pomegranate.
What?
I would be a fat pomegranate, and the noise that I would make would just be
and I thought you were gonna go into like Parmesan. I'd be a fat Parmesan on the inside of this pie.
the noise that I would make would just be a why. Who in their right mind takes an entire pomegranate and tries to bake into a pie? Very similar to Cole's argument of his choice. Who puts a pomegranate in a pie?
I want to get all of these as sound bites, so it's just like we can reenact this in the edit. So then it's just like somebody's about to put the the pomegranate into the pie, and it's just why, says Fred. Why? We love it. Thank you, Fred. And now let's go to 1500 Olive.
Well,
What fruit are you? What noise are you
obviously
making?
I would be an olive. Olives are fruits. And olives can be an ingredient in pies because pizzas are pies. That counts.
Wait, did you say
So-
did you say pizza?
Pizza is a type of pie, like a pizza pie.
You know, like a give me a pie.
It's a pie.
Pizza casserole.
Pizza casserole.
So someone's putting me in a pizza casserole. I'm
Pizza
just
casserole.
a humble green olive. And what I would do is with all my might, I would try to project my voice and sing for them, give them a little, a little bit of a.
What? Oh, you didn't say anything. Yes.
And then they understand not only am I sentient, I have talent. So then they have to take me out of pizza casserole.
You're right. Because the person making the pie could be a psychopath, and they'd kill you anyway. But you got to give them a use. You got to show that you're
I have
useful
to
in some
prove that I'm
situation.
useful for their life.
Of
Yeah,
course, of course.
exactly.
Thank you so much, Olive.
You're welcome.
Man, wow. And that'll take us down to Chet McLovin, 750 points. What fruit are you, and what noise are you making to get out of this pie?
So I'm gonna kind of cheat here, right? So I'm gonna be an orange,
Okay.
but the pie is an apple pie.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sitting
Sounds
on the
like something I've
countertop,
seen recently.
and I'm just like, hey, Apple, hey, is it hot in here, or is it just me, or is it the oven? hey, Apple, what? Knife, and then yeah.
Ryan escapes being put into the pie by being smashed against a wall.
Into the trash.
You know what? Throw me back.
Pull
in
up the
pie
clip of
after
me
that
cutting
one. Throw me
the
back in.
orange into the pie. We'll just we'll cut Ryan's face onto it. It'll be perfect. Wow. Thank you all. I'm gonna get that poll started. If you have anything else that you want to add to your submission, please feel free. Pie, and that'd be Red, Jet, Jerry, Olive. Let's go ahead. Hit that up. Man, I'm really tempted to go for the comedy comes in threes and do the exact same question next week with another scenario, but
No.
I'm thinking about it. Wild. Yeah, I feel like if I were a fruit, I would probably be a tomato and hope that I'm being placed in like an apple pie as well, right? It might be hard to see me, but they will certainly notice when there's going to be a big old ripe tomato in there. We are getting our votes in ever so slowly. It looks like leading the vote right now is Olive and then Chet, and we have a double tie for Fred and Jerry. So it's not over yet. Of course, anything can happen in these last few moments, but man, oh man. And you guys can currently see the second board, right? No, not in chat, but just our contestants?
Yes.
Did you see
Yes.
that? Okay, cool. And it went just as expected. We have Olive in first place, followed by Chet, followed by Fred, and Jerry with a tie for
My
last.
halftime winning streak is over.
Halftime winning streak is over. I do apologize, Chet. And that is going to be 400 points to Olive and 200 points to Chet.
Oh, I get points for that.
Yeah, don't forget, it's doubled. And just like our first question with our show and tell, this is going to be with
can't spam
400
anyone.
for first and 200 for second. So let's go ahead, move over to the board so I can explain all of our final questions here. All right. So here is the final board for hilotrivs tonight. We have 5 new categories. The first one is devils in the details. All of our answers will contain the word or phrase devil. Then we have dandy pets. The answer to all of these questions are going to be the names of our pets. So you'll have to pick and choose. Should be a fairly easy category. Then we have fields of study. All of the answers or all of these questions are going to be related to particular fields of study. Ologies of sorts, right? So blankologies, right? Or sometimes I will give you one and ask you to provide to me what that field of study is actually about. Then we have novel ideas. This is an interesting category I came up with. So I'm going to be giving you an IMDb description, and you have to give me the book that the movie is based on. You have to give me the title of the book. So while most of those will be the same, there are some that are different. So just keep that in mind. Movie knowledge will help you out here, as well as novel knowledge will help you out here. And then, of course, I gave you the wink and the nudge. We are not done with our space bugs. We have Space Bugs 2 Escape from Planet X. As I was reading through, there are so many instances of space bugs. I felt it was only necessary to extend the category to 2 instances, so we have 10 questions about different types of space bugs. Everything, of course, is going to be doubled. Don't forget, so even if it says 100, it's actually going to be worth 200, all the way down to 1,000 points. There is going to be a dandy double hidden somewhere on this board, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Chet McLovin.
Wait, what? I didn't win.
You have the lowest amount of points. Do I normally give it to who won?
Yeah.
Do I do who
I usually
won
just go into the second half losing.
It's probably that you've won every time and are always losing second half. Then let's give it to Liv. So since Liv won the first bit, where do you want to go next?
Let's start with novel ideas for 100.
All right, novel ideas for 100. I am making sure everything is cleared up. All right, so an orphaned boy enrolls in a school of wizardry where he learns the truth about himself, his family, and the terrible evil that haunts the magical world. Jerry.
What is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone?
I would have accepted either, but yes.
Okay.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That is 200 points to Jerry. And where do you want to go next?
Let's go novel ideas for 200.
Novel ideas for 200. And Jerry, I hate to admit it to you, but you found our dandy double again.
No.
How much do you want to bet?
Let's bet, let's see, am I at 1,800? Let's bet 300.
300. All right. 300 points on the board. Again, Jerry's the only one who can answer, and of course, chat can. A Blade Runner must pursue and terminate 4 replicants who stole a ship in space and have returned to Earth to find their creator. You did not use your lifeline either, so you can't look at chat. Do you know the name of the book?
What is Blade Runner?
That is the name of the movie, Jerry. Does anybody here know the name of the book? Olive.
What is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Yes, that is correct. What is Do
That's what
Androids
that's
Dream
based off
of
of?
Electric Sheep? Yes.
Oh
So
my
sorry,
gosh.
Jerry, you lose 500. Sadly, Olive can't give you the points, but did I say lose 500? You lose 300, putting you at 1,500. Jerry, where would you like to go?
Because Olive got it, I'll let her choose.
Olive, where do you want to go?
Very.
This is strategy. He's getting in your head, Olive.
I know. Let's go to Dandy Pets for 300.
Dandy Pets for 300. All right. Alongside Queen, this artist wrote and provided vocals for Under Pressure. Olive.
What is Bowie?
I will give it to you, but
Who is
who is
David
David Bowie?
Okay, I thought. Okay, I thought it was the pet name.
Oh,
Okay.
so we're guessing what the pets are named after?
It is questions related to our pets'
Related
names.
to. Okay.
Oh,
Most of them will be the
got
same,
it.
but
Yo, who is Chupa?
who's Chupa? Olive, where would you like to go next?
Let's do Fields of Study for 200.
Fields of Study for 200, and I immediately remembered what I was doing. 1 second. I forgot to pull up my answer sheet that I have typed out for this, so I want to just make sure that I get all these correct. This was a category provided to us by Artemis, for those interested as well.
Can you say how this category works again? I think this is
Yes,
the
so
one that
I'm going to give you a question regarding a very weird or niche ology, and
Okay.
you will either have to tell me what the ology is, or you have to tell me what the ology is, or what the word is that I'm looking for, right? Or like what the field of study is called. It's just basic questions.
Artemis says suffer. Oh no.
Hi, Artemis. Hello. Artemis provided us this. Let's go ahead. Fields of study for 100. Is that what you said?
Sure, we could do 100.
How many? Or what did you say?
I think I said 200, but
Okay, cool.
either one is fine.
We
So
we
can
will
do-
go with 200 to start. Vexillology is the study of the history, symbolism, and usage of these colorful indicators. Fred.
What are flags?
That is correct. What are flags? So, do you see what I mean, Jer? It's just
Yeah.
they're just the same, pretty much. And that is 400 points for Fred. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go. Let's do Spacebugs 2 for 200.
Spacebugs 2 for 200. Wildlife from the plane of Zen, known to latch onto their foes and control them. Return from Planet X. A lot of these questions. I'll say that after. No worries, Shaori. Let me tell you. So for chat, I will take the first submission from Channel Points Redemptions. So a lot of times members in chat will say the answer, or they might say an answer close. And yes, Fred, what is your answer?
I know this is from Half-Life. I'm going to say, what is head crabs?
That is
What
correct.
are head
What are head crabs? We are looking for
Like
head
head
crabs.
crabs.
400 points to Fred, bringing up to 2350. And let me finish this little explanation. Yes, the submitted answer has limited redeems. Yes, it does. That's just so everybody has a chance to participate, and one member isn't constantly using up sort of chat's submission. But I think it's like 3 per person per stream, something along the lines of that. Yes. But cool. Hello, Danilope. How's it going? Just now noticing you all popping in. Hello, Amber, Christian, Showery, Sublime. Welcome as well. Artemis. We saw Artemis. North E, Maya, Woods. Just saying hi, everyone. Okay. So, Fred, where do you want to go next?
Let's do Spacebugs 300.
Spacebugs for 300. Okay. This is the second stage of a xenomorph's life cycle, named after the action it looks like it's performing.
My roommate's gonna kill me.
Also, I'm so sorry, chat. That is incorrect. Fred.
What is Facehugger?
That is correct. What is a face hugger? The face huggers are very similar to head crabs. They just sort of latch on. A lot of, when looking up all of these space bugs, pretty much all of them do the same thing, which is just attached to your head and something happens. which is pretty wild. And that is, of course, from the franchise Alien. That is 600 to Fred. Making sure I get this correct. Okay, and Fred, where do you want to go?
Let's do 400 for Space Bugs 2.
Space Bugs for 400. All right. Hive-minded Xenos in the world of Warhammer, known to create biomechanical hive fleets of hive ships. Chet.
With the Tyranids.
Yeah, Christian would literally bully you into submission if you did not get this one correct. Finally, they're here. We've got 1750 for Chet. That's 800 points. And there they all are. The chat goes wild, right? And the board is yours. Chet, where do you want to
go? Dandy Pets 500.
Dandy Pets for 500. All right. Leader of the Green Dragonflight and commander of the Dream World. Chet.
Who is Ysera?
Who is Ysera indeed? Do we know whose pet's named Ysera? Hey!
No, it's not. His legal name is Lil Buddy.
Lil Buddy? Lil Buddy. Congratulations, Ryan. That string of 2 questions has brought you all the way back up. And now, again, we have a very, very close game. All within about 500 points, plus or minus Jerry. But don't you worry, Jerry's got plenty opportunities here. Where do you want to go, Ryan?
Let's go Devils in the Detail for 400.
Devils in the Details for 400. Okay. This Newark-based NHL team shares the same name with the state's local cryptid. Olive.
What are the Jersey Devils?
That is correct. The New Jersey Devils. 800 points to Liv. And where do you want to go?
Let's do novel ideas for 300.
Novel ideas, 300. All right. So, this contemporary romantic comedy follows native New Yorker Rachel Chu to Singapore to meet her boyfriend's family. Olive.
What is Crazy Rich Asians?
That is correct. What is Crazy Rich Asians? 600 points for Liv, putting her up to 3,900. And where do you want to go now?
Let's do Dandy Pets for 400. It's looking a little lovely down there.
Everything is a novel. Nothing is real. Everything is a book adaptation. Japanese author of The Setting Sun. Olive.
Who is Osamu Dazai?
That is correct. Who is Osamu Dazai?
We're each getting our own pets here.
We are. I have no clue who Dazai is. Who is Osamu Hamud?
It's his middle name.
Yes. And that is going to be 800 points for Liv, putting you up to 4,700. Can we get a 47 in chat? And where do you want to go next?
Let's go back to novel ideas for 400.
It's starting to become a runaway game here, folks. In a dystopian America, a falsely convicted policeman gets his shot at freedom when he must forcibly participate in a TV game show where convicts runners must battle killers for their freedom.
Gosh. Oh no, I know this.
There's sort of like a running theme across all of the hilotrivs episodes.
I got it. I buzzed.
Oh, you did buzz. What is it?
Is it What is Running Man?
That is correct. And that hidden running theme is that I think I've mentioned an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie in every single episode. Yes, that is The Running Man. And it is a book of the same name. So, that puts you at 5,500. You are slowly approaching the all-time record for hilotrivs, which I believe is Walker's 6,200 performance. So, Olive, where do you want to go next?
Let's finish off novel ideas for 500.
All right, novel ideas for 500. So, a research team in Antarctica is haunted by a shape-shifting alien that assumes the appearance of its victims. You guys probably know the movie. Do you know the book? Yeah, you were. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Chat's high score. I think is 6,200. What is the thing from another world? That is what I see from Chat.
Dang, I'm mad because I do know the movie.
You know
I don't think-
what's the movie?
I think
Jer?
I think the book is some. Oh, the movie is The Thing.
The movie is The Thing.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to double check that. I'll have to double check the validity of the answer that's been posted in chat. But
I
if that
know it
also
is
gives a
called
hint,
something
that's
different,
not
though.
what I'm looking for. The answer in chat is not what I'm looking for. Just as a heads up. Mm-hmm. The
Can I
correct
guess
answer.
before we...
Yeah, please.
Yeah, is it Who Goes There?
That is correct.
I
What is Who Goes There?
did not know that.
And no answers given other than chat, which brings chat down to 1,200. But yes, I didn't know that either. I was looking into just answers for this category, and I saw that, and that was pretty cool. Sublime says, Fred Googled, I could see the reflection in his eyes. I want to know what what resolution your monitor is, if you can see the pixels in any one of our eyes. But thank you. Olive, the board is still yours.
Okay, let's crank it back down, I guess, but
Okay.
back up and do fields of study for 100.
Fields of study for 100. Jumping into it, orthopaterology is the scientific study of what order, of what order this family of animals. That doesn't sound correct. Of this family of animals. Ignore that order. Jumping into it, orthopaterology is the scientific study of this family of animals.
Feet.
If you can also give examples, we could maybe count that. Fred,
What is bugs?
I'm going to need you to be a little more specific. What types of bugs?
I don't know if this is like insect bugs. Is that work?
What type of insect bugs?
Oh, okay, back to you on that.
Oh, we're going to continue the timer? Yeah. Olive?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess. Is it a dragonfly? What is a dragonfly insect?
Dragonfly is close. I don't believe... That is not on the answer that I have.
Okay.
Can I take another shot?
I can give you for no points. No points. If you just want to take another shot. Yeah. Go for it.
Like grasshoppers?
Yes. So this would be grasshoppers, crickets, and locusts. Good answer, Olive. You're thinking of Dune. And
Yes.
I know you, and I know it. But yeah, grasshoppers, crickets, and locusts. Chat, can we get a? Okay, so dragonflies is correct. So I will give you 200 for that, Olive.
It's like a dragonfly.
So we'll count dragonflies.
Dragonfly.
The board is still yours. Where do you want to go?
Let's do fields of study for 300.
Fields of study for 300. Involving more than the philtrum, philematology is the scientific study of this action. Philematology. This is my first time pronouncing all of these, by the way. Could you tell?
No.
What?
A fill in my cup. Jerry.
So if I remember correct, philtrum has to do with the nose. Is philematology the science of, or what is sneezing?
It is not sneezing.
That was a good guess, Jerry.
That was a good guess.
That was. Hey, we appreciate the guesses.
I also just saw phylum, and I was like, phlegm. Phlegm.
Ew.
I was like, it's something gross.
All right, we're going to stop it there. The correct answer. What is kissing? This is the sign, and Maya did that
know
correct
that.
in chat. So that's going to be 600 points to chat.
That's pretty cool.
Olive, the board is still yours. Where do you want to go?
Whew, okay, this is tough. Let's do Devils in the Details for 100.
Devil's in the details for 100. This finger food has ingredients that include mayo, relish, and mustard, and instructions that involve a boiling process. Chet.
What are deviled eggs?
What are deviled eggs? That is correct. 200 points to Chet, tying you with Fred now with 29.50 apiece. Man, it's just so poetic that you guys are splitting answers. You're having the exact same question count. It's all incredible here. Ryan, where do you want to go?
Dandy Pets for 200, please.
Dandy Pets for 200. All right. Mystical energy aiding Tack in his journey to save the Poopa Nunu people. Jerry.
What is Juju?
What is Juju, or who is Juju is correct.
Oh, she's not in here anymore. Dang.
No.
Sad.
Everybody is getting their own pet, which is wonderful to see.
This is good.
Minus Bowie,
Yeah.
who walks
Fred's like,
here right now.
Yeah, you're right. Their own pets, right?
Jerry, where do you want to go?
Let's go for Devils in the Details for 500.
Devils in the Details for 500. All right.
Spicy.
Anne Hathaway plays a graduate that was hired as an assistant to Meryl Streep's character at a high-end fashion magazine in this film. Jerry.
What is the Devil Wears Prada?
That is
That's
correct.
so
What is the Devil Wears Prada? Jerry he's like, hold on, wait a minute. Bam. The Devil Wears Prada is correct, Jerry. For 1,000 points, you're back in it, just like that.
Sweet.
Where do you want to go next?
Let's go Fields of Study for 500.
Fields of Study for 500. Every time we say Fields of, I think we're about to say Field of Snow for 500. But let's go Fields of Study for 500. Let me make sure I know what this is that we're talking about. Okay.
I remember that game.
Splanchnology. There's an extra N in there. Splanchnology is the study of this bodily system.
Look, Jerry, you could have used a lifeline on this one.
You could have. But alas,
I have
we're
no
already
idea.
into the question.
I have
Olive
no
is
idea.
doing really well. Yes.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like using the Lifeline. It's not for me.
It's,
It can help.
Jerry's
sure,
not
but
about
it's
that
not for me.
lifeline lifestyle, you know?
You don't like winning?
This might be our hardest board, or
This
our
is-
hardest category.
this is a
pretty
very
hard
hard
category.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Splanchnology.
Launch.
Is it Splanch or Splaunch?
Splanch.
Not that it matters, because I still don't know it.
Splanch. Splanch.
If it's something gross,
It
That's the
is
only
something
answers I
gross.
can think of.
It's almost as gross as you could get. It's very visceral. What are visceral organs? Splanchnology is going to be the study of visceral organs, such as
Where did they get that name?
digestive, respiratory, reproductive, and urinary systems.
Where does that name
Oh,
come
okay.
from?
There's probably a small body part somewhere that's just called the spline.
The splanch.
Splunch.
So, thank you all. Jerry, where do you want to go next? I want to see what was deleted. That is almost correct. Where to next?
Let's close out Fields of Study for 400.
Field of study for 400. Dendropyrochronology is the science of this historical reconstructive tool.
Bruh.
Reconstructive and how?
Chronology.
What way?
Pyro. Reconstructive.
The laser printer.
Fire extinguisher. What is something Davis made up? I did not make this up. What is something Artemis made up? That is the correct answer. That is also incorrect, though. As this is a very real thing, and you will know it. Think of your stems here. Do you guys not know your Greek and Roman
Right.
stems? Come on
I
now.
The first one is what's getting me tripped up.
The correct answer.
I forget
I
what
would
the
take a guess for no
means.
points.
Yeah.
Oh, what is tree ring dating?
What is that?
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like you cut a tree down. If you look at the rings on the inside, you see how old the tree is. Bada bing, bada
That's
boom.
kind of cool.
Tree ring dating.
Figure something.
Nah, this ain't
like
our
that
own language,
and
Christian.
drove
This
for-
is
for
Maya did
invention.
get that correct for 800 points, bringing us up to 2,600. And we're going to reset it. Jerry, you still have control. Where do you want to go?
Cool. Let's go for Space Bugs for 500.
Space Bugs 2 for 500? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Correct answer. The species of aliens found in the 1959 Hugo Award-winning novel Starship Troopers. Talking about the novel. Is it the same as the movie? I don't know. You tell me.
Ding, ding.
Who's Denise Richards? Says Sublime Yet on. You'll be surprised. Fred.
Yeah.
What is Arcnets?
Let me double check that real quick. Because I think
I like there's different like
I believe so. I want to say it is. What I think I only reason I say that is what I think I wrote as the answer might be spelled differently. I have it something differently. We're gonna give it to you though. What is arachnids? It's just arachnids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hearing arachnids, I was like, maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. We're gonna count it. Yes, Sublime, you are correct. They are just called arachnids. So Fred, that's going to be 1,000 points for you, bringing up to 3,950, and the board is back to being yours.
Fun fact, I only knew that meme because of a Jets meme. Or I only knew that because of a Jets meme from like 2 years ago.
Good. Rest in peace, Jets fans.
Let me do 100 for Space Bugs.
Space Bugs, let's go ahead and round out the category. The furry co-starred Michael Jordan in this 1996 sci-fi sports classic. Jerry.
Who is Bugs Bunny?
That is correct. It's
Yay.
my Space Bugs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, sir. 200 points
I liked
to Jerry Wave. Where do you want to go next, Jerry? We've got
All right,
three
let's,
questions left up on this board.
Let's close out Dandy Pets.
Dandy Pets for
I already know this
100.
answer.
South American cryptid. Chet.
Oh, I missed this.
God.
No.
What you gonna say, Jerry?
I said the
What you gonna say,
chupacabra.
Chet? Oh, I didn't hear it. Sorry. Yeah. Who is Chupa, or what is the Chupacabra?
I was about to say, yeah, I said the first time, I was like, what's the pause for?
Oh, no. I couldn't hear you.
I
100
tapped my
points.
wrist rest and not
goes
my
to
space
Chet.
bar, and I can't tell you
No.
how
We all-
upset I am.
We all knew it was coming. That's probably the 80th Chupa question we've had so far.
You know what's funny, Davis?
Well,
I
yeah,
thought
what's
it
up?
was going to be Destructicon because the picture.
Oh, so that was the clue. The clue was
Yeah.
Dandy Pets.
I was waiting for Destructicon.
No, alas, he's not here. Ryan, do you want 200 or 300?
300.
300.
Actually, and I want to use my life.
You want to use your lifeline. Chet is going to be using a lifeline if you want to type out an answer
I
to
don't
help
think anybody
Chet.
will
That would
need
be
it,
great. No, it's not Ty, but this classic Looney Tunes character who spins in a tornado. Jerry.
Who is Ty the Tasmanian Devil?
That is incorrect.
Or shall I just say
What?
the Tasmanian Devil?
Chet.
The Tasmanian Devil.
That is close but incorrect. Guys, this is a Hercules situation, and I'll point it out once we get it. Olivia,
Who is Taz?
who is Taz the Tasmanian Devil?
Taz the
Jerry, you
First
said
part, I said the
Jerry, you
Tasmanian
said
Devil.
Jerry said Ty the Tasmanian Devil, and Ryan just said the Tasmanian Devil. But the correct answer is who is Taz the
Taz.
Tasmanian Devil. Who is Taz the Tasmanian Devil? I
didn't even know he had a full name. Like
am going
that.
to be slightly picky there because
Question,
it's a fairly
how
easy
is
question.
Jerry at 2,500? What brought him down to 2,500?
He was down to like 1,500 at half.
Whoa.
He's been up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's only come up.
I thought
Which
you were
means
like-
coming back for this.
I thought you were in the threes.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure his full name is just Taz. I believe it could just be an abbreviation thing. But that's that's asking us to dive into the lore.
Tasmanian Devil, but his name is actually Taz.
I was gonna
I'm
say
gonna
that
look
that asks us
this
to
up.
dive into the lore of Looney Tunes. There's going to be a million inconsistencies there. Like,
Okay, next, someone
Yeah.
cash in a category for Looney Tunes lore.
Absolutely.
Looney Tunes lore.
It said he's
final
commonly
question-
referred
Which
to
I
as
know
Taz, but it's the Tasmanian Devil.
Hmm.
But
I'll leave it to chat. While we do our final question, you guys can decide. Typically, Jeopardy has a vote of judges, so you all can be our judges.
It's not Ty, it's Taz. So
It
I
is
think
Taz, yes.
Taz. So
I just said the Tasmanian. I could be wrong.
We'll let chat decide. In the meantime, let's go to the final question.
chat, what happened?
Chat. So, Lucas,
moderator are you, boy?
we had a question that the answer was Taz the Tasmanian Devil, and Jerry chimed in, said the wrong answer. Chet chimed in and said the Tasmanian Devil, or just Tasmanian Devil, and then I did not give the points to Ryan, as we were mainly looking for Taz, and then Olive chimes in and says yes. Or says Taz the Tasmanian Devil, right? So I gave points to Olive. However, I will let you all decide. It seems almost unanimously to give Chet the points. So moving into our
I love you keeping
question,
though, because
we will
Do you want to split them, Ryan? We can just.
let's split them.
go ahead and split the points, bringing Olive down to just 6,000, and then Chet up to 3,450. Our final question.
Sublime's comment of Jerry Def doesn't get it.
Jerry definitely doesn't get it though.
Hi.
Everybody but Jay Fred, you want some points?
It's okay, but hi.
Our final question for today. Devil's in the details for 200. This blind superhero takes down criminals in the area of New York City known as Hell's Kitchen. Jerry. I got Jerry.
Who is Daredevil?
That is correct. Who is
Fastest
Daredevil?
keyboard space person
Fastest
in the
keyboard
West.
in the West.
My hand was still moving towards the keyboard.
Yeah, right.
I was still reading the question 30 years ago.
I ride on the line between almost getting a penalty and buzzing in at the right time every single time.
Mm-hmm. The first words of the question were,
Gordon
he ain't
Ramsay.
Ty.
The devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Excellent.
I
So,
want you to
Jerry,
take this test.
you went ahead and grabbed that, bringing you up to 2,900. It is almost, but not quite, a runaway game. Clockwork Olive is at 6,000 points in first place, followed by Nonstop Dives with 3,950, Chet McLevin with 3,450, and then Jerry Wave with 2,900. There are plenty of points here to be had, and we are going to move into our final question. But before we do that, what do you guys think the theme is going to be? We're gonna head back to the main scene here. What are you guys thinking here? If you want to, you can go ahead and just send me what you think the secret theme was hidden throughout, and let's go ahead and take this out. Okay, we're getting a few answers. All right. Walker, that's very close, but not quite. Don't worry about what Walker said. I don't think I'm legally allowed to say that on stream. And what are we looking for?
What might it be?
Jerry Wave, whenever you're ready.
I'm
That is correct, Walker. Thank you.
Wait, where's Walker's name?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Jerry, do you want to say yours out loud? Because once you say them out loud, I'm just going to read them back to you all. So
Yeah. Space.
that is incorrect. Nobody had the correct answer. This one is probably a little bit of a stretch. It's just going to be games. We're continuing with the games questions, and specifically, it's going to be horror games.
Oh, I can see that.
So, we're
I
going
can
to head
definitely see that.
with our horror games category for today. And having both horror-ish questions and game-ish questions, we're going to put that together. So, if you guys can, go ahead and write to me what your wagers are going to be. I'll write them down, and then I will give you guys your final question for today, the Dandy Decider, which will help us take it all apart. Olive has 6,000 points, has the
end
opportunity
up
here
with-
to win the whole thing outright. Chet McLovin, nonstop dives. If gambling everything could catapult them into the lead, and if bad wagers are made by Olive, Fred, and Chet, then Jerry could just absolutely catapult into first place with a fairly nice wager himself. So, honestly, if you're just now tuning in, this is a wonderful time to tune in. Chat, as always, you guys are pretty much going all in all the time. That's what I've understood from everybody from chat deciding your votes. But let's go. Okay. Let me pull this up. Okay, so
Question.
answer.
Are we allowed to use a lifeline on this question?
No.
Dang it.
I thought you don't. I thought you. That's just against your lifestyle. I thought that was against
you-
your.
I thought you- yeah.
I thought you just didn't
No,
agree
the
with
only-
that. I thought that
I
wasn't your
have
food.
literally the expert on not only horror, but horror games at my disposal. So
Oh, you should have used that earlier, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
we didn't need it earlier.
Jerry, how much are you going to be wagering?
I
Well,
think
just
I put it in
don't say it
chat,
out
but,
loud. Oh, did you?
Oh, did you put it in chat?
You put it in regular chat, yeah.
Okay.
Or I put it in our
Yeah.
Tribbs chat.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Your final question, and let me go ahead and copy it into
Chat goes all in.
chat as well.
I'm gonna have to cover up chat so I don't actually.
I'm gonna put this in participant chat, I'm gonna put this in stream prep for you guys,
Stream prep? Okay.
and I'm gonna post it
Oh.
in chat. Outlast 2 follows protagonist Blake Langerman as he treks across a dilapidated town in this southwestern state, known for being home to the Petrified Forest National Park. And when you have your answer, or you have your written answer, just go ahead and send that to me. I can't believe chat is losing to Jerry, says Sass.
Dang!
Also, welcome, Sass. When you have an answer, go ahead and send that to me. Nobody be looking at chat now.
Sure.
Nobody be using anything. Time is on
That's
the clock.
100% wrong, but sure.
We need the town or the state?
I need the state.
Is like the national park? Is that a real thing?
Yes, Petrified Forest is a real national park. Jerry's out there asking Siri, just is
No.
this
I would-
a real? You know.
I will respectfully say I'll never use voice assistant. No.
Mm-hmm. All right, we are at time. So if you guys can, go ahead and get me your final questions or your final answers.
Oops, I put it in the wrong place.
So, we have. Let me go ahead and do the tallying from everybody who submitted. Okay. Let me place in these scores. Folks, your question was. What was the question I asked? Oh, wait.
Outlast 2 follows protagonist Blake Langerman as he treks across a dilapidated town in southwestern state, known for being home in this petrified forest national park.
Thank you so much there.
Always
Let
got
me... Wait, Jerry, what is your wager? 1900?
I think I put 1900. Yeah.
Jerry just win.
Okay.
Did we all go all in except for Jerry?
You did not all go all in. So,
I was gonna say.
here are
please
your
don't
final
tell
scores.
me.
The correct answer is Arizona. So, for those who had what is Arizona, Outlast 2 follows protagonist Blake Langerman as he treks across a dilapidated town in Arizona, known for being home to the Petrified Forest National Park. This is also home to the Grand Canyon, and that puts chat at 5,200 points, ahead of everybody, but also Jerry, with a wager of 1,900, puts Jerry right at 4,800. Leaving Jerry in first place.
Yes!
In second place, right behind, just barely behind, and who also had the right answer. If Fred just put a little bit more on the wager, then Fred would have been there, but Fred had 4,450 points. Honestly, it's still an accomplishment just to have positive points at the end of this. In third place,
Jerry finally figured
Olive.
out
Sadly, New Mexico is not the correct answer, but you did have an incredible run throughout this board, and you ended with a total of 3,000 points. And then in last place, who went almost all in with a single point to his name, our former champion of hilotrivs, Chatty Boy, Chatty McLovin.
Hey, Jerry, catch!
Wow, and it like flew right up there, and look, it came in, and haha, now it's on Jerry's head, and he's taking it, and it falls off, and it goes into the corner of his frame. Congratulations,
Hey,
Jerry!
He brings up a good point. For Jerry to get the subscriptions, he has to stream.
So that's
Yeah.
also something. Yeah, if you're going to get the subscriptions, you also gotta stream. Also, we owe Walker a set of subscriptions. We also owe
did
Chet
it.
2 sets. Oh, you did?
already gave it.
Wonderful. So be sure to
Hey,
go
Chet,
gift
have
a
you
sub
gotten-
to Sublime, and then when Jerry
need it.
streams next, be sure to gift a sub to Jerry Wave. So,
Have you gotten approved for affiliate yet?
I was robbed. Apparently, like the stream thing says I'm one stream behind, but I streamed 2 days in a row, and it didn't give me the second day.
Oh,
Okay,
what?
well then I want
Hmm.
everybody to give their subs to Ryan. Because he has been consistent in streaming where I have not.
a
So,
baby face.
I'll
But
take
I got
his dub
one
over
point.
him.
Chet McLovin had the
take
heel
this
turn,
dub.
and then Jerry Wave has the baby face. He's giving him all the love.
I'll take the one thing he didn't get this time, which was the dub.
Oh,
Instead, I'll give him my sub.
scoreboard, Jerry. Scoreboard 2-1.
Subs for
2-1.
Chet 2-1. I need to keep tallies of everybody's scores coming into this. Honestly, I want to give you guys points for like first, second, third, etc., and then just like throw those numbers into your faces whenever you're here. Calculate Elo scores and generate Elos
Everybody
for
that's
you
in
all.
chat right now. Next time that Chet streams, you go in there so that we can get him affiliate, and these subs can go to their rightful home.
Let me check
This
on that.
is a PSA from Jerry Wave.
Yeah, I was robbed.
I gotta thank you all for coming out, and thank you for having a wonderful stream. I think this was one of the better streams as well as one of the better boards. I think this, in terms of technical difficulties and us knowing what we're doing, I think we're starting to get into that rhythm.
Yeah, this
into
was
that
really
groove.
good.
So this
Speed
is
run.
very fun. So thank you all. We say that, but then we also we stretch it out to about 2 hours. So we're consistent. We're consistent. The only stream Sublime hadn't been a part of. I think that was also a big part of it. It was just we hate Sublime Yadon. We were all just sitting here thinking about it. We were like, man, screw that person. Just kidding, of course. Sublime, you better be here next week. Speaking of, just so that our schedule doesn't get too twisted with hilotrivs, I'm thinking we run it next week as well, so that we're still on that every other week cycle. I've got we're already starting to get some good questions compiled. So if you all are available, expect to see us again next week, 8 p.m. EST, right on the 27th, and we're going to figure out who those participants are going to be. Don't you worry. Maybe we'll get Sublime back so we can have the running plot line of a good old time, and then maybe somebody will inevitably beat the hilotrivs world record held by Sublime Yadon, or not. Maybe Sublime will shatter and go even further beyond. It's going to be a great show no matter what. So thank you all.
Hey, Davis.
Yes. What's up, Chet?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. My apology video is for just forcing you guys to go through the same quoted questions every single week, one after the next. But it'll still be a good old time. Everybody go send me subs. Send subs to Chet. Send love to Chet McLovin, Jerry Way of Clockwork Olive, Nonstop Dives, Sublime Yadon, Hilo Vids. Give love to everybody who helped participate in this, and we will see you all later next week, as well as tomorrow. The Dandy Streak continues with Sublime Yadon streaming Resident Evil? ? Maybe. Only time will tell. And also something that you've never seen before. We've got credits, baby. We've got credits, so it's time. It's time to roll those freaking credits, folks.
Dude.
Adios, everybody.
Hey,
Goodbye.
yo!
Hilotrivs airs every other Sunday at 8 p.m. EST for a live studio audience.